Well, it sounds like you felt like you wanted to be with her from this chat.
No, not at all.
Then you ask if you can bring a colleague along and if she's got a friend to be with your colleague here.
I'm new to this town. I don't know.
It doesn't matter where you're from or how new you are to the town. The point is she told you she was 13.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Grimm. Today we have yet another classic TCAP reaction for you. We've been on a roll with this show because it's absolutely just the greatest gift to humanity, all right? In today's reaction, quite insane. The second time I've seen this happen on this show, the creep himself brings along a friend, which is just so scary in so many ways that I don't have to get into. Quite an insane episode, though, so make sure you watch it till the very end. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I appreciate your view, and make sure to drop a like if you enjoy this at any point. Without any further ado, let's get right on into it, shall we?
We knew there were lots of people from the computer industry in this part of California. We just didn't know so many of them would show up at our undercover house. Here comes another computer engineer.
Come on back.
Okay, we're starting off with some shade here from Chris. Look, buddy, just because somebody's into computers and, like, you know, knows technology doesn't mean they're gonna be a creep, all right? He's framing this in a way like, okay, we went and filmed in, like, Silicon Valley where all these nerds are at, and they're just flocking to us in droves because they're all creeps. Like, all right, this is just like every other job, occupation that we have seen on this show. These guys are outliers, and unfortunately, these types of people exist in every single profession, every career type. But apparently for this investigation they did at this specific house, a lot of people in the tech industry were getting caught, so that's quite weird.
Looks like our guys are pulling up.
I'm so glad you guys made it.
These men work together in the computer industry. They're both here for dates with girls who told them they were 13.
Jeez, dude. Straight up teenagers, bro. And you guys are grown adults working at your, you know, whatever the computer job is. That's just what I don't get. How are you so depraved to where you can just have a conversation with a friend and not only let them know that this is something that you are planning to do, but like invite them along for the ride and be like, yo, we could do a little double date, dude. Let's pull up to this house. The parents are gone. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a good time. Like, no, you both are absolute monsters and weirdos. And the fact that they even connected over this and are doing this together is just terrifying. I'm probably going to be saying that a lot this episode because whenever they show up with a friend, it is scary.
So, hey, there you are. Take a seat.
Wondering how the two of them ended up here looking for a double date with girls? Their story begins when this 25-year-old named Pulkit Matur starts chatting online with a decoy named Kira.
So basically this dude just met the decoy online and was like, bro, hey, I know you're also a creepy tech bro like me. She's got a friend. We can both head over there. So that's how they set this up. Again, I don't know how you even get to a point in somebody's friendship where you're talking about things like that, because you'd think that's something they would repress and just keep, you know, locked away. You don't want to tell anybody about that because it's highly illegal. But thankfully he did tell his friend, and thankfully they are showing up to this decoy's house where they're about to get wrecked by Chris Hansen and be humiliated in front of the entire country, which is without a doubt the greatest part of this story, knowing that these guys did not actually meet up with a real person on the internet that was this age that the decoy was saying they were.
Just hang out, put the food out, pour me a drink. I'm gonna actually go change so we can get in the hot tub. And if you guys wanna get in the hot tub, feel free, I'll turn it on, okay? You can jump in.
And they're thinking, they're sitting here like, bro, they got an inflatable hot tub, they got drinks ready, this is gonna be a good time. But little do they know, as soon as this decoy goes behind that cover, Chris is about to walk out. We're about to see the reveal, the greatest part, so let's get right on into it and see these freaking monsters have these smiles wiped from their faces instantly as they realize their life is about to drastically change, and that nice, probably very high-paying tech job that they both work at is gonna be going bye-bye, as well as just their overall life once they get processed and sent to jail.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Why don't you have a seat right over there, please? What's going on?
Nothing much.
Nothing much. What are you guys doing?
I think just ready to have some food and all.
Some food, yeah.
And it seems they're taking the casual route. I know there is many options of, you know, what these creeps can do once they're faced with the confrontation with Chris here, but I feel like this is one of the more common approaches where they just try to play it off like it's chill. He's simply interrupting them, hanging out with a friend who happens to be half their age, with no parents around or anything, which is, you know, obviously freaking suspect. Nobody should be hanging out with anybody that age once you're an adult, alone especially. But yeah, they're just gonna go about it like it's a normal day and they were just over here for the hot tub party. party, and maybe they'll even invite Chris into the hot tub with them. Wouldn't that be great? Also, I wish he would have waited a little bit longer, or they would have been more proactive of getting into this hot tub, because seeing a reveal of a creep while they're just in their bathing suit sitting in this crappy inflatable hot tub would have been TV gold. But I'm sure we still have some treasure awaiting us in this reaction here.
Pookie 007 US explains that he's in the United States on business.
Where do you live?
I live in India.
And who are you guys here to visit today?
Just have to have food with
Just food.
my friend, yes.
Hey, dude is just working for Uber Eats, you know, like a decade and a half before they actually became a real company, all right? He is a tech bro, so he is just ahead of the curve, all right? He is innovating here, and he was simply bringing this decoy a meal to eat. They didn't have the infrastructure for Uber back then, all right? You gotta cut him some slack here, Chris.
Well, you talked about a lot of other things besides lunch in the chat. Okay.
No. That
Well,
was
no, it's right here.
yeah, I might have chatted, but that was only for, like, that's a chatting. That's nothing intentional.
It's nothing intentional, dude. We were just talking, all right? Which is the #1 dumbest freaking reaction or thing that these guys can say, because that is absolutely not true. As soon as you get in your car, turn the ignition on, and put it in drive, and drive over to this house, get out and go into the house, that's like 100 steps in between you talking and actually going through with this that you have now completed, all right? You are speed running your way into meeting up with this decoy and doing some terrible things had Chris not been here, all right? There is no skirting around that. Also, apparently these guys say they're from India. I don't know if they like actually are here working or if they're just lying about that to seem, you know, foreign and to seem like they could have some confusion on the laws or something, but these guys are absolutely screwed. You can see it on this lower dude's face here. He's just sitting here realizing they're just absolutely done for. And it's a beautiful face to see, all right? That's the face of sadness that we are all looking for in this series.
No, I need you to stay right over there.
Stand here.
You still want me to spend the night with you?
No, I don't.
Yes, you say.
He's like, no, I don't want you to spend the night now that I know it's you. That other person that we just saw, the actress, I would not mind spending the night with her, but no, I don't want to spend the night with you, please. Like, dude, you don't have to take this literally. He's just reading your chat log showing how much more you were doing beyond talking. Also, if we're just continuing with that Uber Eats joke, maybe they're just trying to be, you know, very good service and make sure that their client is happy. I'm sure you guys have had that thing where you order DoorDash or Uber Eats and for some reason the person's just like texting you or calling you like, bro, we're not friends, all right? This is a transactionary experience here. Please just take my money and drop the food off at the door and we'll call it good, all right? In fact, I literally stopped using DoorDash. I don't know if there's just different hiring requirements, but one time I picked up my DoorDash and the guy forced me into a like 30-minute long conversation that I was entirely too awkward to leave. He was just talking about video games I did not care about. I could tell me and this guy were on straight up just different vibes when it comes to gaming, all right? He's talking to me about like Genshin Impact or some weird game like that I just have no interest in, and it was just a nightmare. So maybe they were just trying to be like that guy and going way too hard on being friendly. Actually, no, they were just straight up creeps. What am I saying?
I will kiss you from top to bottom. I will treat you nicely. How do you like to be loved?
No, that is just a chat. That's it. No, I don't.
Just a chat.
I don't feel like it.
Well, it sounds like you felt like you wanted to be with her from this chat.
No, not at all.
Bro, that was simply a chat. In fact, I think that's just my signature on the message board that we were talking on. You know, I greet everybody with that same message, just being, you know, hyper vigilant on meeting up with them and doing things with them. That's how you chat online. Don't you know? We're tech people. We would know.
Then you ask if you can bring a colleague along and if she's got a friend to be with your colleague here.
Like that.
Did you know that? Did you know he was saying that already?
Pookie 007 US says the reason he brought a friend along was because he needed a ride.
Oh, sure, you just needed a ride. That's why there's literally messages, just dozens of them back and forth, of you begging this decoy to find a friend of theirs so that you guys could have this fun double date hot tub BS. You are literally talking to the guy holding stacks of paper that shows your chat logs. Why lie to him? I know that's just your last ditch effort and there's nothing else to do because facing the truth is absolutely just brutal for you in the situation, but you are done for, buddy. Just throw in the towel and let them arrest you, please.
I'm new to this town. I don't know.
It doesn't matter where you're from or how new you are to the town. The point is, she told you she was 13, and you continued with this chat, and you brought your buddy in with you.
No, I don't. I'm not aware that she's a 13.
And I like that Chris right here shuts down that thing right away of them, you know, trying to claim that they're just foreign and aren't familiar with the laws. Like, dude, that is a very clear law that is going to be pretty much everywhere, all right? That is obviously frowned upon. You knew what you were doing was wrong, and you can't claim that you're just new to America or whatever and didn't know how it worked over here, all right? You knew how it worked well enough to get on the computer and chat with this person, so I think you got most of it figured out.
Online, the decoy told Pookie 007 US more than once that she was 13, and Pookie's friend knew it too.
old. Like
That's
I would,
something, yeah, mistaken.
Well, you knew he was 13.
I
You
know,
admitted to me. So why were you here to see a 13-year-old girl?
I came
sorry
here
for that.
for
Sorry for
cricket.
that.
And now his homie's like, I came here because I'm a good friend. And when my friend tells me he needs me to be somewhere, damn it, I'm going to be there, all right? He's just my best bud, and I wanted to make sure he was safe. Like, no, you both are absolute creepo monsters. Keep lying away, though, because it's entertaining, honestly.
You see why this is wrong, right?
Yeah, please forgive us. Please forgive us.
Do you guys ever watch television?
No.
Well, I'm Chris Hansen, and I'm a correspondent with the Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to meet teens on the internet.
They get confronted and simply they're just sighing at this point, knowing that they are screwed.
We are not like that, guys.
You're not like that.
Apparently they're not like that, guys. They're not like that. It was just chatting. You know, yes, they are physically here right now trying to meet up with this decoy that they didn't realize was part of a elaborate setup done by Chris and his team. But no, they're not those guys, all right? So let's just cut them some slack. They said they're sorry. They begged for forgiveness twice to Chris just now, so I think that's all it takes, right? Wrong. Let's arrest them.
At this point, law enforcement arrests both men, takes them in for questioning. But after interviewing Kanish,
I'm very loyal to my wife.
the police let him go, possibly because evidence of intent isn't definitive in his chat log.
Oh man, and then in the freaking interview, it's shown that one of these guys has a wife. Bro is out here married and still messing around on these chat rooms like this, which just goes to show again that he's a monster in many ways, because also don't be freaking cheating on your wife, let alone with somebody like this, all right? Both these guys are absolute scumbags, but thankfully they got exposed by Chris in today's episode. I want to know what you thought down in the comments of these two. This is the second time we have seen a predator bring along a friend to meet up with the decoy, which is just, I don't have any other words for it besides scary and just nerve-wracking, because like, what would have happened if Chris wasn't here? You know what I'm saying? Freaking despicable actions by these dudes. But I think that's about gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you guys enjoy this one, drop a like. Don't forget to check out the Patreon, which I routinely forget to plug in the middle of the video, but there you can find content I simply can't upload to YouTube, bonus episodes each week. We got a new video going up tomorrow for you. And until next time, I appreciate all you guys watching, and I really appreciate you Patreon supporters as well. You guys have been absolutely amazing with the support over there. But until next time, peace out.